Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Mr. Maxwell, and welcome back to another side quest about video games with myself and Exile Magpie.
Hello!
NFT stuff happened.
Again.
Some good stuff did happen.
Yeah, we'll start off with the positive news regarding NFTs, and that is Sega are dropping.
Sega look like they're going to be dropping it because they basically come out and said it would ditch NFTs if it's perceived as a simple money-making scheme.
Which it is.
Which that's what NFTs literally
Which
are.
the entire community went, it is, drop it.
Which is good. Unfortunately, the companies such as Ubisoft, Konami and Square Enix are clearly not going anywhere.
Shoving it down our throats.
Yeah, clearly not. I'm just waiting for Activision and EA and 2K to start bringing them out.
Yeah.
That's all.
Just waiting for what level of bullshit it is.
Ubisoft has already released some. Konami's already released some. I don't think Square Enix has, but they have come out and said it's going to.
Yeah.
So
to which the entire Final Fantasy 14 community went, don't you fucking dare touch our fucking game.
But Sega did say they were going to, but there has been a little bit of backlash on it.
A little bit.
Last year, Sega indicated that it also intended to begin selling NFTs via a Japanese social media post. Well, obviously it's Japanese.
They're a Japanese
company. However, in the latest management meeting reported by Tweaktown, Sony CEO Haruki Satomi acknowledged the current negativity around the NFTs landscape and indicated he would be willing to walk back on plans to create Sega's own NFTs. Now, that doesn't really make it sound like they're not going to do NFTs. That's just like, that makes it sound like we'll just wait till everything dies down, then we'll release NFTs.
Yeah. The problem being is I think the gaming community has literally gone, do you know what? No, fuck this. We're not making this acceptable.
Yeah.
You know, we've allowed a lot of shit to become acceptable. This is the final, like this is the line. This is the hill we plant our flag on.
Yeah.
No more.
Yeah.
The line is drawn here.
Yeah. So obviously Sega are backing off, which is nice. Please don't go back to it. Don't think about them. NFTs don't exist. Just start doing the Freddy Krueger. What are NFTs? What do you want about? I don't know what you're talking about. NFTs? Nah, yeah. That
sounds silly.
That just sounds silly. Nah. Nobody would ever do that.
Why would you want to buy? Why would you spend lots and lots of money on something that isn't physically there or exists or is actually the thing that you think you're buying? Why would you do that?
Yeah. Just start acting like NFTs never existed, and they'll go out like Freddy Krueger. They'll just disappear.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, on that note, I mean, to be fair, I think they were expecting a little bit more money than what they got. But Konami did make money on their Castlevania auction.
Because of course they did.
They made 150 grand.
That's not the amount that they wanted.
I don't think it is.
I guarantee you that's not the amount they wanted.
But yeah, they made 150 grand. 157 to be exact.
$157,000.
With 26,000, let's say 27,000 going to the Dracula's Castle pixel art.
No, going to the receipt of Castle Dracula's pixel art. Because you don't own the actual fucking piece of art!
Yeah.
Konami, this is literally the fucking AAA game industry's wet dream. They get to sell you shit and not actually lose the rights to the thing they're selling you.
No.
That's
the weird thing all about this, and we didn't actually mention this last time when we talked about this. I think it was like 2 weeks ago when we actually talked about it.
Yeah, something like that.
This year is not Castlevania's 35th anniversary.
Is it not?
No, it was last year.
So Konami couldn't even get that right.
No. This year is Metal Gear's 35th anniversary.
Oh dear. Well, we got that to look forward to. Yeah, I don't. Here's the thing. Yes, they made $157,000. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
Yes,
that is nowhere near the amount they thought.
I really don't think they thought that that's all they were going to make. See, to me, like 150 grand is still a fair bit of money. Obviously.
It is a lot of money.
I'm thinking like they can't have been expecting to.
Yeah, we're talking about companies with billions of dollars of turnover. There's not a fucking chance they thought that was all they were going to get.
Yes. So Konami has made a bit. I mean, technically they've made profit because I can't imagine it being costing them that much.
Well, the problem is
for them to make an
the problem. Yeah, making it isn't the problem. The problem is paying the servers to keep the thing running.
Yeah.
And let's all be honest. What a one thing game companies do after a certain amount of time. Close the servers.
Yes.
That's when all the shit's gonna hit the fan. When Konami forget that people's actual money's on these servers, right? And then just go, we'll turn it off here.
We'll just turn it off. Who cares about this?
And you get all these fucking blooming crypto chads all of a sudden losing their shit because their $21,000 fucking access has been turned off.
Yeah, actually, I kind of want NFTs to do a little bit here now, just because I want that to happen. Because we all know, if there's any of the companies that just simply forget that people's NFTs are on this machine,
Konami's
Konami's going to be the one that does it. That just forget. Oh, we'll just turn it off. It's not like there's hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of
it's not like
stuff
it's not like someone paid $27,000 to go into this server.
Yeah. Or anything like that. Oh,
no.
God, no, we'll just turn it off.
We'll just turn it fucking off. I mean, have we got any, do we have any worries about anything in there? No, we've got copies of the assets all on our data banks. It's fine.
No. They haven't got copies. They've got things similar. Similar.
No. I mean the actual image, because no one's buying the actual image.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm on about. Like, we've got Dracula's Castle on the CEO's private server.
It's fine.
PC.
It's fine.
Perfectly fine.
It may not be like that one, but it's very similar. It's fine.
The difference with this and Ubisoft is that you don't have to be a person who owns and plays a game to get access to that NFT.
Yeah.
You can be just a dick.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they made a grand total of 162,000, so actually over 150.
Yeah, but how many people? Right, here's the thing: how many of these people, right, have bought it on
the
off chance that they can sell it for more money? I can guarantee you all of them. Yeah.
Because what is the point of NFTs if that's not what you do with them?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I'm going to keep this.
The problem being is that, like, the only people that will want it per se, and I don't mean they actually want the NFT, they would want, I don't know, like the pixel art of Dracula's castle to go on their wall, are fans.
Who probably already have that.
Yeah, and the vast majority of fans will not want an NFT.
Yeah.
Because we know what the fucking bullshit, it's bullshit.
Well, it's not just that, like, we're selling this pixel picture of Castlevania, of Dracula's castle from Castlevania. Okay. Most of the Castlevania fans, who are really going to be the only ones that buy this, will already have it.
Yes.
Either as a JPEG on their computer or as a poster on their wall. And you can get a poster of it. I've seen it. I think the HMV near us sells it.
Yeah.
Like, so.
An actual physical copy of the map. The pixel layout of Dracula's castle. Like,
you can get that very image as a poster.
Yes.
And it's worth more than the NFT. Well, it's not, because somebody spent 26 grand on the NFT.
But the problem is that person that spent 26 grand is hoping and praying that someone will pay him more.
Probably. Him
or her more than that. It's fucking stock market speculation, except even worse, because, like, there's no balances or checks to make sure that, I don't know, people are buying their own fucking shit to falsely inflate the fucking prices.
Yes. And sticking with NFTs, Video game voice actor Troy Baker is now promoting them as well.
Ah, yes.
But not only is he promoting NFTs, no. He's also promoting a company that basically stole
other people's work.
Like, yes. My God, Troy, come on.
Yeah, we all know.
Did you learn nothing from The Last of Us 2?
No, clearly he didn't. But also, like, the thing is like, it is him putting his foot into his mouth.
Yeah, that's what
for
he
completely
did.
Different reasons. This time it's because he was too busy looking at the giant paycheck he was given to promote this, instead of actually doing his due diligence and going, is this company actually legit? The answer to that is a resounding fucking no, Troy.
So he put... So he put some like tweets out, basically.
It was hilarious watching just the inevitable fucking giant.
Yeah, he put some tweets to address the backlash that had happened to him, because obviously he began promoting NFT services.
My timeline was fucking hilarious. It was basically him, and then 20 like literally the response after was the person responding to the company going on about one of their bloody so-called files of NFTs, and the guy was literally like, oh, because the company's tweet was like, who do you think made this? And the response was, well, it definitely fucking wasn't you. And I got proof, because it's fucking me.
I made it, you dipshit.
Like, the whole premise of this company was to basically like make an NFT of people's voices.
Yeah.
Considering how YouTube is abused as hell, can you imagine what the fuck would happen?
So, shall we hear Troy Baker's
yes.
statement?
Let's hear his statement.
Okay, I always wanted to be a part of the conversation.
Fuck off, there's no conversation.
Even if sometimes that finds me in the midst of a loud one. Appreciate you all sharing your thoughts and giving me a lot to think about. I'm just a storyteller about it. No, Troy, you're not a storyteller. You're a voice actor. There's a difference.
Oh, there are voice actors who can bring extra stuff to a story. You can be at times included in that list.
You are a very good voice actor, Troy. You are a very, very good voice actor. And you bring emotion to those voices. But you yourself, unless you've written something, which I don't think you have, maybe you have, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say maybe. But no, I would say...
What part of basically content IDing somebody else's fucking voice is storytelling? What part of that is like, what part of fucking NFTs?
He's just a storyteller out here trying to tell his story to whoever will hear, and hoping I can help others do the same. What has this got to do with the whole NFT thing?
I don't know.
What is you help? What?
It's your stereotypical.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't.
Try, just be honest.
I'm grateful there are those who are passionate about their stance and not only feel safe to express that, but also have the means to do so. What the f*** are you talking about? What are you talking about, Troy?
Troy, just come out and be honest with it. You were paid a fuck ton of money to support this company. You didn't do your due diligence, and when you went public with your support for this company, the shit hit the fan. People who this company had stolen their work from them called it out on that shit, and then you went, fuck, how do I get out of this without saying I fucked up? Because I'm the great Troy Baker. I can't fuck up. I am perfect. I am immaculate. I am the greatest of greats.
So, the tweet goes on. The hate create part might have been a bit antagonistic. Hope you all will forgive me for that. Bad attempt to bring levity. Anyway, feel free to resume the conversation. There is no conversation. Or not, as you please. I appreciate those with truth showing it. No. Those with support offering it. And those with anger doing their best to express it.
Yeah.
Horns.
Have you seen the fucking image? The I create.
Oh, hate create.
Yeah, basically it's the most snobbish.
Oh, there we go. You can hate or you can create. What'll it be? Is that the thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is the most self-satisfying, indulgent, asinine, fucking self-gratifying crap. It's deliberately there to make him feel great. It's like, look, I'm creating. Look at me. Look how great I am. I'm the great Troy Breaker. Look at me. Bow down and worship at my feet. No. You did something fucking bullshitty and stupid, Troy. That's what you did. It's the dumbest. You basically saw a paycheck, did not put your brain in gear, did not do your due diligence, because if you had, you would have seen the shit that a company was doing, and turned around and said no. Unless you don't give a fuck about actual people's, creative rights, and just are out for yourself, Troy. So, which one is it?
Of course he's out for himself.
Well, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, since he likes to put himself on a very high horse.
And I think this is you got a point. This is also a good point, because we're still on this NFT train.
We
ain't getting off yet.
Speaking of stealing other people's work,
yeah, people have been stealing basically images of YouTubers and selling them as NFTs.
Yeah.
Jim Sterling, Catechus has had one. I think one of him. There's a few.
There's quite a few. I know for certain the V Shoujo girls have had theirs taken without their permission. And here's the thing. Well, anyone who supports or defends NFT, it's like, yeah, you want to defend actual theft. Because that's what this is. They have not given permission for someone to sell their likeness.
They've it's not even just YouTubers. Sony Santa Monica's Alana Pierce, also an image of her has been stolen and sold as an NFT. It's ridiculous.
It's because people, right, the one or two things. Either one, they think the bubble's about to burst, and they're trying desperately to make as much as fucking possible.
What I don't understand is, like, these people have nicked pictures, and they just nick any picture.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to try and sell something, I'm going to try and at least nick the best looking picture I could find.
Yeah. Well, the problem, here's the thing, right? I don't like. I guarantee you, the person that's done that to Jim Sterling has done it because they are so fucking anti-NFT. They are like they are literally like calling the bullshit out on the bullshit.
So no, right. So the whole Alana Pierce thing. Not only did they take a picture of her,
yeah,
they put a porn logo behind it and sold it as if it was like a porn.
Oh, great
thing.
Can someone spell lawsuit?
Yeah, lawsuits. The lawsuits are coming.
And you know what's faster? You know what's an even faster way to get something regulated than waiting for government to go to work? Sue the fucking living shit out of everyone involved in it to the point where the courts get tired of dealing with it.
The company that has basically done this, OpenSea, and they did respond to this article, the journalist.
So, I'm looking forward to this.
OpenSea supports an open and creative ecosystem in which people have greater freedom and ownership over digital items of all kind. One of our operating principles is to support creators and their audiences by deterring theft and plagiarism on our platform. To that end, it is against our policy to sell NFTs using plagiarized content, which we regularly enforce in various ways, including delisting and in some instances banning accounts, as was the case in this instance. This is talking about the Alana Pierce moment. We are actively expanding our efforts across customer support, trust and safety, and site integrity, so we can move faster to protect and empower our community and creators. The Alana Pierce NFT has been taken down. The Jim Sterling and Catechus ones are still up at the moment.
So, yeah. No.
Yeah, no.
No. It's the whole thing of, oh, this looks really bad and we could be sued for it. Let's take that down now and we'll see if we can get away with the others. I'm sorry, but no. If it was me, I'd be suing the fucking shit out of them because they've taken my likeness without my permission. And it's not a public space that they've taken it from.
Yeah.
So, it is also false advertising.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
It is false advertising. They are selling it based on people thinking that's actually from your Jim Sterlings, your Catechus, your, etc., etc. And it's not. So, like I say, the lawsuits are coming. And if you want governments if you want regularization coming in faster than waiting for the government, you just wait till all the lawsuits come in and then the courts go, fuck this, this is just ridiculous. Dear Mr. Government, fucking do something. And the government goes, why? Because we've got all this. Oh.
We should really do something
We
about it.
should really do something about that. What do we do? Well, regularize it. Regularization. Enforcement. And what does the enforcement mean? Fining them. Oh, we can do that. So much. We can fine the shit out of them. How about are these popular? Well, they're popular to douchebags and dickheads, but the Joe Public and the people who these things are like taken from, yeah, they're not really happy about it at all. Oh, so we could tax the shit out of these companies and they won't bat an eyelid? Yes. Oh, lovely. Why do you think the UK has so much tax on cigarettes?
Yeah, and booze. And gambling.
Why do you think? Because they can up the taxation on those things, and no one will complain.
Right.
Because they're not socially massively acceptable to a point.
Well, they are, but like they're not. There's like an active sort of thing in just general society to maybe like not get rid of them, but like get it cut down.
Yeah.
Sort of
like society knows that there is a problem with certain aspects of it, and therefore they should be regular. They should, pushed away.
I think that's it for NFTs. I think we can get off the NFT train now.
For now.
Probably next week something else will fucking come out.
Yeah.
This is the new Activision Blizzard thing.
Yeah. Look, if anyone wants to complain about us constantly going on about NFTs, do you know how you solve it? Simple. Go to the people making the NFTs and selling the NFTs and fucking other people over by stealing their stuff and selling them as NFTs and get them to stop. Just harass them.
Yeah, harass them. It's fine. They're clearly douchebags.
Yeah. They're clearly douchebags and deserve it.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna if you're gonna turn a picture of a lass into a porn image, and then try and sell that, like, I'm sorry, you're a bit of a dick.
You are the epitome of a piece of shit.
You're a bit of a dick if you're gonna do that.
Like the Oxford Dictionary of a piece of shit is your picture. Congratulations, you're famous now.
Okay. There was right. So I can't find a goddamn article about it, but I'm sure. Basically, there's been like I think they're still on the walkout at Activision Blizzard. There were most of the staff.
Understandably so, because Bobby Kotick is still CEO.
And I'm talking about this because there is something about Call of Duty that I do actually want to talk about because it's funny. So the obviously the staff are still not happy. Bobby Kotick is still CEO. Things are not looking good for Activision.
Sony,
really
Microsoft, and Nintendo have all they done is literally fucking play tiddlywinks. And
yeah, they haven't actually. None of them are going to do anything.
I know. Xbox came out with their statement or whatever about how they're changing their thing. It's like, no, you're still supporting that game on your platform. You are allowing people to spend money on said game on your platform. Not good enough.
So basically, did you know
Go on.
that Call of Duty had an Attack on Titan crossover?
Yes, I heard about it.
It's bad.
Yes,
It's very bad.
I've seen it. It's terrible.
I've seen it, and I was just like, this is awful. What is
it makes
this?
the live action Attack on Titan film
Look good.
Look good.
Yeah. So that happened. That was funny. But here's the thing that actually genuinely surprised me. They've apologised for the state of Call of Duty.
Oh my god. It must be
Because
really bad.
Warzone is awful. The new map is absolutely terrible. Is like I thought Verdansk was alright. I'm not massively a fan of Verdansk.
The thing is, Verdansk is all the multiplayer maps put into one map. And they've made it work to a point.
Yeah.
So
I didn't mind Verdansk. It was alright. It's not like a map that I'm like, oh yes, this is amazing or anything like that.
No.
But it's like they just went, let's just put a lot of trees in there and it'll be fine. It's absolute garbage. It's such a shit map. And there's a lot of things because I've done like battle passes on the Warzone.
Yeah.
And obviously you get skins on the battle
Yeah.
pass. So I was doing that, and if you do the new Warzone, which for sometimes what they do is they take out the like stuff that you can't do it. So like before they brought the Pacific over, right? This is what they do. So there's like me and two of my mates.
Yeah.
Sometimes Battle Royale trios wouldn't be there because they'd want you to do the new little event thing instead. And me and my mates never wanted to do the event thing. We just wanted to play Battle Royale. Yeah. We just wanted to go into Warzone normal and just play that.
Yeah.
But we couldn't do that because they'd take trios out, right? So what they've done here is you can only do Verdansk if you're doing for the full 4-player team, right?
Oh.
Everything else you have to do Pacific, which is fine, because I accepted that from last time.
That's the new map.
That's the new map, right? The problem is if you're doing Pacific, you can't use anything that you got
from
beforehand. So if you've got skins, if you've got any weapons that you've got, any weapon skins that you've got, any weapon blueprints you've got, you can't use them in Pacific.
I wondered when they would start pulling that shit.
And I was just like, because me and my mates, we played it once, and then we realised, well, we couldn't use anything that we had. We couldn't use any of our skins or anything like that. So
which
it was
means
just
your
like,
loadouts.
Yeah, which means our loadouts are absolutely useless. We have to redo our loadouts. We also have to re-level up the guns.
Oh my!
We have to redo those guns because now we've got new guns.
Here's the thing: I wondered when they would go back to the whole thing of it's a new Call of Duty game, everything's back to zero.
Right? So
that's not how a live service works, by the way, Activision. I know you don't understand this because that gets in the way of you making money, but that's not how a live service works.
So there's that to begin with. Right, I can imagine a lot of people just being pissed off at that.
Imagine if
that's a lot of work.
Can you imagine if Fortnite had pulled that with the new map? Yeah. Oh yeah, all your stuff is gone.
Yeah, all your stuff you can't use. All those skins, the Batman skin that you bought, no, you can't use that. There's even the paid ones, by the way. If you've bought skins, you can't use them in the Pacific map.
Oh my God, why? Who thought this was a good idea?
See, I thought they were just like adding a new map, right? But I thought they were going to be two together.
Yeah.
Like, so you could do the Pacific one if you wanted.
Or you could do
the Verdansk one.
Yes, but this is Activision who like splitting the community to those that have the new stuff and those that don't.
Right? So there's that. And then the Pacific map is just absolutely shit. It's so shit. You know how like Gears of War 3 was just brown everywhere? Yeah. It's fucking nuts. It's just brown everywhere.
Like, at least one thing with Battlefield 5, when they came out of the Pacific, the maps were really good.
Yeah, the maps were good. They were really, really decent. I'd arguably say they're the best maps in the game.
They are. But also, like, the ones that like kind of had any issues, they were kind of hamstrung because they basically went full realism. Like, Iwo Jima is an open fucking mountain.
Yeah.
Because Iwo Jima is an open fucking mountain. Like, it's a volcano. What do you expect?
Wake Island is these little...
Yeah, Wake Island is what Wake Island is. Tiny little fucking islands with buildings on them.
Yeah.
That's it. That's Wake Island for you people.
But yeah, Call of Duty is just, it's in a state at the moment. Actually, to be fair, like a lot of other things that Activision Blizzard are doing right now.
It's in a state.
They're in bad states. WoW isn't doing great. Overwatch is pretty much dead. Call of Duty is, I don't even know what the fuck they've done with Call of Duty. I thought you put more companies in the salt mines to fix this shit.
Yeah, but they didn't actually work on the game. They just worked on the cosmetics.
Right, that makes sense. No, it doesn't, because the Attack on Titan cosmetics are shit. The Mikasa one where she's got the fucking hood up, the hood's like twice the size of the fucking head. She looks ridiculous.
That's great. Can't even get costumes right.
You should see the Levi one.
I've seen the Levi one.
He looks
like someone trying to play as Eren.
It looks like a really bad cosplay.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like. It's like not even like we've put effort into it, sort of cosplay. Yeah. Like no, they've just put on a jacket and a scarf.
Yeah, they've not even,
and they've put a really bad wig on, and that's it.
They've not even like done the lazy route of buy like something that looks like a like buy the actual.
They've just put on any jackets. A white scarf and put a really bad wig on, and that's it.
And then painted a V on the back. I'm pretending that's the wings.
Yeah.
Or the feathers or whatever it is for the symbol for this.
Oh, my God. Just sometimes, you know what, Activision, you make me laugh. You make me laugh. Shall we move on?
Yeah, let's move on.
Let's move on. We are going to, unfortunately, some bad news in the sense. Well, it's bad news for me because I'm actually looking forward to this game. No matter what anybody says about J.K. Rowling and shit,
in regards to Harry Potter, the fan base have decided. I think it feels like the fan base have decided to like separate her from her works.
Yeah, it's kind of like,
which is kind of fine because like there was like there's a lot of the fan base has made an awful lot of stuff, and the movies, you know, are not just J.K. Rowling. Like, you know, Daniel Radcliffe turned Harry Potter from the pages into what people look at.
Whenever you think Harry Potter, you think Daniel Radcliffe.
Emma Watson for Hermione Granger.
And Rupert Grint for Ron. You know.
As well as all the characters and that play, like freaking...
Apart from Dumbledore, because Michael Gambon, as much as I love Michael Gambon, the original Dumbledore was... It was just perfect. He was perfect.
Yes.
If there was ever a perfect casting... That was it, and obviously
he died, and therefore they had to get someone else. And Michael Gambon did a really good job.
He did do good. He I'm not like saying Michael Gambon was shit or anything. I'm just saying like it's very hard to like
replace something that was
perfect for the role, and then you have to come in and like do that, and it's just like
it's like, you know, if they tried to do the third Batman movie with someone else other than Heath Ledger as the Joker. It's like that person could have literally nailed the role perfectly, and people are still gone, yeah, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not Heath Ledger.
It's not Heath Ledger. Like, it's an impossible job.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm back onto the gaming news. Basically, Hogwarts Legacy, and now this is a rumor, so it's not 100% true.
This is their semi-MMO co-op thingy game.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I'm going to put it in the same set, I don't know if it's a live service because they haven't said it's a live service, but it's kind of going to be like, I think, Destiny in a way.
Yeah.
So you will see other players.
Yeah.
But it's not going to impact on anything.
Anything you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
That sounds about right.
But yeah, Hogwarts Legacy is expected to release sometime in 2022, but there's rumours that there's going to be another delay because there's been some trouble behind the scenes. Nothing really has been said about what kind of trouble it is. It's just there's trouble behind the scenes.
It could be down to anything.
It could be anything.
Financial to creative. issues or down to the fact that there are a bunch of people working on it that all of a sudden that really no longer want to be working on it because of a certain person opening her fucking mouth.
Maybe, or we're still in COVID.
Yes, and there's that as well. There's plenty of other reasons that we haven't mentioned that could be a cause,
as much as I would,
multitude of all of them.
As much as I would agree with the whole J.K. Rowling thing, that people not wanting to work on the game, I would agree with that. But this is a very small studio.
I know. No, what I'm saying is that it could be, but it could be like a multitude of different other reasons. Whatever the case, it's like disappointing is not the word. It's gutting in a sense that the game, because it does like when they show off the footage of like what they've got. It
looks very good.
You can almost tell that these are people that have actually read the books, watched the movies, love the setting, and want to make the best out of it. But it's pardon me, it's clearly not like a giant studio, and it does feel like this is their shot, and if it doesn't work out,
that's basically what they're in.
Yeah,
they've kind of put all their eggs in this basket. They're not a very big studio. I think they're so they really need this to do well, which is why if there is a delay, then obviously you can't delay it for too long because otherwise your money dries up.
Yeah, and also you suffer from stuff like what movie came out that really didn't do well because it'd been in like pre-launch for 2 years.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so
you don't want it stuck in development hell.
Yeah, but there is a rumor that it's also going to appear in next month's State of Play, along with God of War Ragnarok, which we do know is going to be in.
Yes.
We're actually going to see something about that.
Probably.
Apparently, Final Fantasy 16 is going to be shown off at the State of Play because they're the two exclusive.
Well, we did say for Final Fantasy that once 14's released, we will start getting stuff for 16.
Yeah, which is what's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that seems
which is the way Square Enix has done things for the last
they basically have
time.
The next game that's coming out from themselves, they push hard.
Yeah.
So 16 is probably next, unless they want to shock the world and say Part 2 for Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I'm not.
Well, they might announce it like they did with 16, where because like if you think about it, Kingdom Hearts 3 hadn't even come out.
Yeah.
When they announced 16.
Yeah.
But they pushed Kingdom Hearts 3, didn't they?
Yeah.
So they might announce Part 2.
Yeah. Also, they also just
gonna...
announced the remake by just showing the logo.
Yeah.
Oh no, they didn't. They had the footage of Cloud, Aerith, and Barrett walking through the crowd.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. But other than that, we're probably not going to get. But yeah, 16 I think is the next Square Enix game.
Yeah.
Because I know Forspoken's coming out, but that's not.
Yeah, that's one
Square
of the
Enix,
ones that they're publishing, not producing.
That's one of their third-party studios.
Yeah.
That's making that. So yeah. But hopefully Hogwarts Legacy isn't. I'm hopeful it's not delayed, but if it is, then so be it.
A good right.
A
delayed game will eventually be good. A rush game will always be bad.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but from Nintendo said that.
Yeah. I know his name. It's been forgotten. Right. So there's that. What else happened? What else happened this week? Other than the last thing that we want to talk about.
I'm trying to think of. There might have been something else, but
there was G4, which I actually did some research into to see what the fuck was going on because it was very confusing.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to know, basically what's happened is on a video about Xbox, one of the
presenters had.
No. One of the because we'll lead up to the matter. I think everybody knows what this is. So basically, for anybody who doesn't know, basically she makes some very bad takes about Sony in a video, very misinformed takes about, and people caught her out on it, and it obviously console, well, not console. You have your diehards who go way over the top.
Look, as a Sony fanboy, I'll admit, I will defend Sony. However, I don't go to the whole point of.
Yeah. So I think that's what's happened here, and then we've gotten to a point where she's come out on the stream, and what happened, where she just berated the audience.
Yes.
That's basically what's happened with G4. I don't really want to go into it because I think G4 is a pile of trash. In all honesty, it is. Adam Sessler is a horrible human being who really should not be there.
Yeah. I'm just going to leave it with what I said to you when we talked about this before, and that is G4 should not have let it get to that stage.
Yeah.
They should have dealt with any toxicity in the communities that they had control over, so their Reddit, their Twitter page, etc., etc. They should not let it get to the point where a presenter on their show basically gets so pissed off about what they've been receiving that they just have a rant at everyone.
Yeah. But on that note...
and that's it. And as a person that, when I lose my temper, and it's something I try not to, like, I don't see, like, oh, well, maybe, my brain doesn't go, well, there may be someone in that group that doesn't, it's like, no, it's just like, full on, fuck everyone. Yeah. And so, like I say, G4 should never have let it get to that point.
And on that note, G4 can also go into the trash for advertising NFTs.
Yes.
You know who you are. You can also go sling a hook. Yeah. Anywho, right, on to the really cool thing that happened during the week. We got the last live stream for Dying Light 2.
Yes.
It looks fucking cool. They showed off the co-op.
Yes.
They showed off the stuff that you could do for co-op, which is really fucking cool.
Yes.
I honestly can't wait for this game. It's like, what, 2 weeks now?
Yeah, it's
3 weeks?
I think 3 weeks, because the end of the month is in 2 weeks.
It's the 2nd of February when it comes out. So, yeah, it's just over 2 weeks.
Literally 2 weeks on Wednesday.
I'm liking the fact that it looks like you can switch up your gear to how you look.
Yeah.
I'm liking that. I also like the fact that it's like a vote system on the choices.
The multiplayer basically, the co-op multiplayer basically means that the host basically has final say. But the other people that are playing with you get to put a vote, so they can say, I think we should pick this group, or we should make this decision, and then the host then makes a decision based on that.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool. It's a nice little thing, because there's the whole thing of like, well, the story's clearly a single player. How is that going to play out with? Yeah. Especially when like they have put forward this whole thing of like, in this game, choices will matter. So yeah, it'll be interesting how that fully plays out in the game when it's launched.
I'm going to be playing this game so much. I just know I am. I know Elden Ring's coming out, and that will probably take over a fair bit.
We've been I know I've been watching people who have played the beta or the closed access beta, so it's basically like the closest thing to the end game, and they've been saying like the parkour is a lot less clingy, like it's a lot more unforgiving. So for people who have played Mirror's Edge, the original one, it is literally like, oh yes,
I can't wait for this.
Yes,
the parkour is going to be great. I'm actually looking at the city. I'm just going to be like, this is going to be Assassin's Creed.
The floor is lava.
I'm going to be running across rooftops for just ever.
The floor is lava. You cannot touch it.
I generally actually can't wait for Endgame either. I can't wait to like just get through the story and then be like, right, there's nests over there. Let's go out at night and actually get in there and see what we can do. You know? I just think, it's going to be fucking great. I also love the fact that it's actually the game, other than like, because in Dying Light 1, like, you could go at night, but there really wasn't any need to, other than maybe story quests.
Yeah.
And there really wasn't that many.
Yeah, there was no like,
And because you had the
There's a lot of risk, but very little reward.
Yeah, because the zombie nests really didn't have much in them. I mean, I know there was updates later on that did end up giving you
but nowadays, but with 2, they've actually gone the actual streets are fucking crawling with zombies now.
Yeah.
But they've all come from the nests. The nests are now empty and raidable.
They look so. I can't wait.
Like
to
the whole thing of they literally hide from the sunlight, so they're in the nest. So in the daytime, the nests are fucking deadly. But in the nighttime, you can actually get in and raid it and grab gear and loot from it.
I can't wait to be like just me and my friends and you, obviously. Just being like, right, the thing's over there, the nest is over there in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And the nest is over there, and we've got to get over to there without really touching the floor and watching for the super fucking zombies, basically.
Yeah, the flying zombies, the ones that can climb and jump really high. Yeah, we need to look out for those. It's going to be fun.
I can't.
It's going to be great.
What else? They showed off a little bit. They showed off. We know. They showed off the pre-order thing with Rosario Dawson.
Yes.
And that, which I'm a bit confused because they were just like, you can get a
skin for her.
A skin for Lawan, and I'm like, are we going to be Lawan at any point? Does this mean I'm confused?
Yeah. They also let a bit of the basic plot line.
Yes.
Release as well. It's like it seems like you're not going to be an ordinary human. It seems like you've been experimented on regarding the virus, and so you're. Hence the reason I was a bit confused with the combat trailer that they showed, where you were like jumping off like you were fucking Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Like you were fucking. It's just like fucking airtime beyond belief to land a giant. I was like, wait, what? Wait. Like, because the visual clues as well shown were like there was a air puff as well, like something like massive amount of force was used.
Yeah,
and it was like something's not right here. But if it's like you've been experimenting on, so you've got like your strength is higher and your endurance is higher, etc. etc. Which also means that they can go a little bit more on the whole thing of like, just go One Punch Man.
Oh yeah, well you can get knuckle dusters. I saw those. I was just like, okay, that's fucking awesome. And not just any knuckle dusters, like those really like cheap sort of spiky ones.
Yeah, basically pieces of leather with spikes in them.
Yeah, and stuff like that. And, oh my god, it's gonna just look so fucking cool. They went into a little bit more detail about the zombies.
Yeah.
With that really thin one, with the long fingers.
Yeah.
Sort of looking the creepy fucking dude.
The really, really the one that definitely is nightmare fuel.
But yeah, that happened. I'm trying to think what else happened. There was a couple of things that were good, and I can't remember them.
They did a massive thank you to the community.
Yes.
Because the community for Dying Light 2 has been ridiculously supportive.
Oh yeah.
Understandably so, because the game looks
amazing. That's what happens when you actually support your game.
Yeah.
Like Dying Light was still getting DLC and stuff added to it.
I'm pretty sure it had something added to it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like at the end in December they added something to Dying Light.
Yeah. They constantly adding things to the game. So you build. You will build a community around that because you clearly show that you love your game.
Oh, that was it. They announced how long it would take to complete the game 100%.
Oh yeah, it was like 500 hours.
500 hours.
500 hours. 500 hours. I don't have 500 hours. I don't even think I have 500 hours of my life left.
That's like 8.5 days. Something stupid like that. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun with this game. So much fun.
Oh no, I think it was something like was it 10.5 days? No.
I don't know how many hours.
500 hours. No, 20.5 days.
Yeah.
So almost a month.
Woo! That's if you play it non-stop.
That's literally if you play it without sleeping, without eating, without doing anything other than play the game. I'm looking forward to people speedrunning it though, because I have a feeling like the 30-hour story campaign could potentially be cut down.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's probably going to happen.
Because you're going to have, I'm guaranteeing you're going to have like the bits that are supposed to be stealthily done, like the speedrunners are just going to be like bouncing off the fucking walls.
Pew, 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 yeah.
It's going to be great.
The hospital thing looked cool.
That clearly is a tutorial. That's a tutorial.
Oh yeah, that's a tutorial
section. So I'm looking forward to that, but also not looking forward to it because it's creepy as fuck. I was like, oh, this is gonna eat my face.
That weird vomiting one.
Where
God.
like its like chest was open.
Yeah,
that's where it was vomiting. Oh, that was disturbing.
I was like, somebody was on drugs when they made this one.
They were either on drugs or they had a very vivid nightmare and remembered all of it. To that person, I pity you because that must have been fucking terrifying.
But yeah, this game, honestly, I've waited for this game for about 5 years, and it's another one of those games that's kind of like Elden Ring, that I've seen enough of it to be able to be like, yes, this game's going to be good.
Yeah.
I don't really need to worry about any, and also I've got Dying Light 1 to go off. And they've spent as much time working on Dying Light 2 as they did with Dying Light.
The only thing that could put a spanner in the works is if there's there's some bugs that they haven't spotted.
Yeah.
Because they've shown a lot of like what feels like actual gameplay money. But the thing is, we've been burned by Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
So I'm literally like, I'll wait till launch.
I'll wait till launch. Yes, I don't blame you.
I'll wait till launch and see whether that was actually running on a console or not. Because they said that what they showed us for the parkour bit
was PS4.
Was PS4 footage,
and it looked good.
And that looked really good. So
I'm actually glad that they did that, because Cyberpunk never did that, and we were always sort of like, oh my god, that looks so cool, and all that sort of shit. And then it came out on console.
The thing is, though, they gave the impression that it was running on consoles, not.
Yeah. Well, they gave the impression that it was running on like the lower. If it was on PC, that was like the lowest frame that I could play on. But they never told you what frame of PC.
Yeah,
it was.
what stat?
So if you're somebody who doesn't know anything about PCs, like me, like you just assume it's kind of like mine, or maybe a little bit better than mine. You know, not really, not a high end bloody,
not state
like
of,
$6,000 PC,
not state of the art fucking NASA Space Moon fucking PC.
I also like the fact that they did come out and be like, yeah, this is PS4 footage. No, they didn't just go.
Yeah, they went literally to the lowest fucking thing and like,
yeah,
this is what it plays on like the PS4 and the Xbox.
I can imagine it like
Series X.
Your PS4 will sound like a jet engine.
Yes.
While it's playing like that.
Yes, your PS4 will literally want to take off.
But if it runs like that on the PS4, like
as long as they've optimized it should run pretty well on anything. Yeah, which is really good.
I can only imagine what it runs like on the PS5 and the Xbox Series X.
Looking forward to it.
That's going to be great. I have a bad feeling I'm going to get lost again, like I do in most open world games. But I've missed that feeling of just getting lost. Like, we stopped playing Ghost of Tsushima because we finished it, and I've actually done everything in Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah. I have 100%ed it. Yeah. There's nothing left for me to do. So I'm literally like, I need another game where I can just run around and get lost in.
Rob Spider-Man from me.
And I'm actually thinking of getting Miles Morales and getting the Peter Parker. Although I might just rob normal. Yeah. I might just rob Spider-Man and just do that. Yeah. If I like that, I
recommend it.
I may, when it does come out, I may probably. I mean, to be fair, if they announce it's co-op,
yeah,
I'm probably
like I said with Spider-Man, like the web swinging in Spider-Man is so good. I have never fast travelled in that game, never, and that's how good the web swinging is.
I might make Spider-Man our Wednesday game. Because I've never played it.
Yeah.
Because it's Spider-Man.
Do that.
I'm not a fan of Spider-Man.
Do that.
But I will admit the movies have. He's okay. The movies have been like, okay, he's all right. He's not amazing. He's all right. Begrudgingly.
Look, I know you're not a massive Spider-Man fan, but like I say, the open world for the Spider-Man game, the Insomniac Spider-Man game, is really good. And like I say, the web swinging, you know how good the web swinging is in Spider-Man 2, the PS2. This is that, as if they took it and actually expanded on it as they should have done throughout the generations. That's how good this is. It is really, really... It's very intuitive. It's very, like, you instantly know why something didn't work and why something did work. And it is really, really good. And
I'll give it a
flows... If all like the different moves and that flow together really well.
Nice. I'll give it a go. I mean, why not?
The worst thing it can be is you don't like it.
Very true. Right. Oh yeah. So speaking of next month, the death of the what is next month.
Oh yes, Elden Ring.
You know what I need to do? I need to get a list. I might do that for the next month. For next week's, I might get a list for all the games that are coming out next month.
Elden Ring, Dying Light 2. Destiny, which I've already bought, so that's fine. But yeah, there's just a shit ton of...
King of Fighters is released, which is looking really fucking cool.
It was really fun playing
It was fun.
I enjoyed playing it.
I actually had more fun playing that than I did Dungeon Fighter.
Did you?
Yeah. I had a lot more fun playing.
Well, the problem with Dungeon Fighter was that you couldn't play against me, so therefore we weren't learning at the same time.
Oh, no, I couldn't play against anybody that was... It didn't seem like I was playing against anybody that seemed same skill level as me.
Yes.
It was just sort of like... I was always going up against people who knew what they were doing. I was just like, can I just learn a combo, please?
Yeah, I think if we could have gotten in together, you would have had much more fun.
Yeah.
Because I was learning, like, what and everything did.
Yeah.
I was starting to get like to grips with it, but then I would just be annihilated by
exactly.
And I was like,
but I wasn't even getting that far. I was literally going up, I went over and it'd come up with like how many wins they had before they fought me, and every one of them were like above 50. Okay. And I was just like, I've not even got a game yet.
Yeah, it wasn't good. The Arc System Works, the way they do multiplayer is a bit weird, almost Nintendo weird.
Yeah, it's not
their like lobby
because
Guilty
Gears is pretty much the same, isn't it?
Very similar, but different. It's presented differently, but it's a similar idea where you like go in and there's a bunch of places where you can fight and blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
yeah, there's a bit like that.
But hopefully the next.
Dungeon Fight. Here's the thing, like Dungeon Fight is getting a whole bunch of friends together to play it. Would be fun as hell.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Would be really fun as hell.
Oh yeah.
But that do you know what? That's the same with most good beat-em-ups, fighting games. Like Street Fighter's great with it. Tekken is amazing with a bunch of friends playing it. So yeah. King of Fighters.
King of Fighters is going to be fun.
There is a whole bunch of games.
Yeah, I need to get a list because off the top of my head I can only because I'm just hyped for Dying Light 2 and Elden Ring, and Dying Light 2 is at the beginning of the month and Elden Ring is literally pretty much at the end because it's like the 24th, which I think is the last day of the month anyway. Yeah. But there are a load of games coming out in the middle and I can't.
You'll have to get a list. We'll go through the list and just, you know...
And just be like, I want that.
My problem is that my car's service and MOT is due at the end of February, so I can't really spend anything until I know how much my car's going to cost me. Which is like, oh, fuck! Damn you!
See, I'm alright because I got promoted. So I've got extra money coming.
I've got a temporary promotion, that's fine, but like, it's a car.
Yeah, it's a car. So you have no idea.
If there's anything that needs doing, it might not be very cheap.
If I was you, I would just save. Just be like, just pick one that you're absolutely gonna get.
Yeah.
No matter what, and then just get that one. And then once your car's sorted, then you can get whatever you want.
Probably Elden Ring.
Yeah. I'm quite lucky because I just got promoted, so I'm not hurting for money.
Yeah.
Also,
I get paid monthly, so
I get paid weekly.
I've only had one pay slip since Christmas. Yeah. So, like, I need to make sure I've got a decent cushion.
Oh, yeah.
So,
and I get paid weekly, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
I can afford to
Yeah, you
get
know,
Dying Light at the beginning of the month.
Yeah, know how like your finances on a much shorter scale, and I've got to spread them out over a much longer. I mean, yes, I get an awful lot more money in that month than you do in a week, but it has to last an awful lot longer. Anyway.
Also, Bleach is back in October. I'm so happy.
I can't wait till we get closer to October because you're just going to be dancing around. You're literally going to be like
October's not going to be able. We're not going to be talking about games in October.
It's just Bleach.
I'm just going to be talking about Bleach, especially if the rumors about new chapters for Bleach are coming out in October. Like, fuck video games. Like, you're all like, fuck you all.
Your first one's going to be this one. We just talk about Bleach.
We're just talking about
That's
Bleach.
your title. That's going to be your title. You're going to do it. You're going to get like some fan art of Ichigo.
No. I've got the PS3 Bleach game. So I'll just record myself playing that. Right.
Oh, the Waco Mundo arc and Karakura Town.
Yeah.
Is it called the War Battle for Karakura Town or the War for Karakura?
The fake Karakura Town.
That's the one. Fake Karakura Town arc. Basically, the best.
Yeah, the best stuff. It's most of the best stuff.
Most of the best stuff.
The 1,000-Year Blood War arc is really good, especially the beginning.
It just clearly runs out of time.
Yeah, Kugo just clearly runs out of time, but due to like health problems and other things that were going on at the time, like you can kind of understand why Bleach is so rushed. Once you find out about this, about this stuff, you go, so that's why it's kind of everything feels a bit rushed. Because the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, you feel like. I know we've gone on a massive tangent, and we're probably going to end on Bleach, but
that's going to be a pattern developing, by the way, guys. Just to give you a forewarning.
It feels like it's meant to be a lot longer than it is, especially once you get to the halfway point, because everything starts to feel that we're just speeding down an alleyway when we really should be taking time.
Yeah, we're accelerating instead of slowing down.
Yeah. Because I know there were some chapters in the last one that gets like complaints that nothing happened. But there's a lot of stuff that actually needs to be explained, and you can't really explain things if there's 1,101 things going on. You need to explain
if like a giant ink castle gets created behind the person,
like
during the fight.
Like Ukitake's death needed to really be explained. Because otherwise you wouldn't understand what the fuck's going on with Yuha up at the castle. You needed to understand that, and it needed to be explained in kind of detail. Because if it isn't, you're kind of left with like, well, that doesn't make any sense.
Why the fuck did that just happen?
So I do understand a lot of the criticisms for the last arc, but also at the same time, like a lot of the time, most of the people who were criticizing it didn't like Bleach in the first place.
Yes.
You know, so. Like, and if you're already going into something like, well, I think it's shit, all you're going to do is you're
going to pick up on the negative stuff.
Yeah, like I never liked Naruto.
Hence the reason.
I went into Naruto thinking it was crap, and I still think it's crap, right? But I don't bash on anybody that likes it, nor do I bash on Naruto. Like, I understand.
I mean, granted, we'll bash on the fact that they said this series had ended.
I'll bash on Boruto any day of the week.
and then went, here's our new series, Boruto.
I will bash on that any day of the week.
Which is Naruto's son, and it's continuing on from that. Like, then it's not. You've literally just done a Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, you've just done Dragon Ball.
Except
at least you've actually changed the main character.
Yeah.
At least you actually did that.
Yeah.
I suppose. at least you didn't like.
You didn't Gohan it.
Yeah, you didn't just have Gohan be the big thing and then like no, we're going back to Goku now.
We're going back to Goku. I mean, he's dead, but we're going back to Goku.
Goku's the main hero. But yeah, Bleach coming back is just going to be fantastic. Although I do suspect that we're actually going to get Burn the Witch chapters before we get any Bleach chapters.
I don't mind. Burn the Witch is actually.
I really like Burn the Witch. I got the manga up there.
No, I didn't read it again.
In its nice swaggy little box that it came in. But anyway, we'll leave
is
it
that
there.
this is tangent for now?
Yeah.
This is, by the way, guys, this is going to be a pattern developing.
The closer we get to October, the more of these are going to happen.
Yeah.
Where I'm going to just randomly start talking about Bleach.
You've been warned. I'm warning you now. It is going to happen. There's not a damn thing I can do to stop it.
It's not going to... No.
I mean, granted, it would be the same for me if they announced an Armored Core game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or actually, Babylon 5 is getting remade.
Exactly.
So I'm going to every now and then go, well, Babylon 5 is coming. But anyway, we'll let you there before I start going off on Babylon 5 and how great Babylon 5 is.
Oh, yeah, I loved Babylon 5.
Babylon 5 was amazing.
Babylon 5 was great. Anywho, yeah,
everyone hated each other for everyone. All the different races hated each other.
Yeah.
They just put up with each other.
Yeah, they were just waiting for that excuse
to just go war.
I'm going to shoot you now. They're just waiting that one excuse. That's all they were waiting for. But anyway, we shall leave it there. I do hope you've enjoyed this chat, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye now.
Toodles.